As we move on to race 4, which is a first leg of the TT there Sunday, back onto the turf for the Kennedy Town Handicap, 1200 metre class 4, and splendid timing. Now, this was 100 to 1 2 starts ago and then went out favourite at its next start on the dirt. It bled and it pulled up lame, so it was a horror ending for favourite backers. Bingo's a jump and run. Epta wins. Fresh Power ran well first up. We go down to Party Every Day, who probably had an excuse at his first start. This young horse, Colorado High, went good. Joe Moreira jumps aboard gate 3. Dr. Lucky Star's trialled okay recently, but his form's horrid. Iron King, Planet Nakoni and Farm Bumper off a rating of 41. Now Bingo, Fresh Power, Galaxy Racer and Iron King have all been back and forth to Chun Fa. Bingo looks the sole leader, you would think, initially.
I think he will be. He'll be there and ready to jump and run from gate number 13. Colorado High, I thought, travelled well last start and probably had every opportunity. He's going to probably get a similar run here. I just thought he had every chance last start. Party Every Day was caught wide last start. Iron King, newcomer there, Lucky World, I thought showed a little bit of speed in his recent trial, but gate 14 will make it very tough.
Here's the one you're talking about, Brady. They're on splendid timing, having a decent gallop down the back straight. Everything went wrong for him when he was favourite. But sometimes these horses with blood issues are good to catch fresh up. He moves nicely here. Berto Santa's aboard. This horse here, Epta wins. I thought it was a nice piece of work from him. He's just running away from Multimax there and really stretches out nicely. So he goes well. He's only had the 4 starts. Epta wins and has looked good down the straight 1,000 before. And I thought I'd show the first starter, Lucky World. Tongue tie will go on him. He's 11.29 pounds. He's had 3 trials to get him ready for this particular race, and he looks pretty forward as well.
He's a nice mover. I'm interested in Jenny's report on him and what the market does. Let's start with Bingo. We know what we'll get from him. Generally, it's jump and run, and if he can cross the field and find the rail, it's all the better. Colorado High actually finished 6th in this race, but he's come out since and run a lot better. Yeah,
this effort from Bingo, you can see him there up in front, just coming under a little bit of pressure over the final stages there. This going back to the end of last season, Monkey Jewellery, the winner. He's got early speed, so we know he'll jump and run. Matthew Poon, we know he can rate them well from the front. There's Colorado High arriving late down the outside, but I thought Paulie had every chance last start.
Yeah, he did have a perfect run by Colorado High. He's had 2 runs this season, look poor in both of them, I thought, so I've given him a bit of a swerve in this race.
Have
you?
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to Epta wins. Paul highlighted some track work. He's only lightly raced. He's had some soundness issues, this guy. He's a 5-year-old ISG, but he has some ability. We saw that against Dancing Fighter back in late December. We're looking at his first up run behind Carrying Master. He was noted making some late headway.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the tactics here because he's drawn at 11 and that's the little bit that put me off. His track work's been good, don't get me wrong, and he's been good down the straight 1,000, but coming around the bend over 1,200 from 11, I just don't know where he's going to end up.
Interesting form race because that was Super Winner in there who was sent out a raging hot favourite on Tuesday and did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's a fair point you make. Fresh Power loomed up, almost thought he was going to win actually with 100 to go, and Monkey Jewellery just staved off the challenges. Colorado High was a lot closer to the speed and just battled on. He couldn't quite finish like he did in the previous replay we saw.
Yeah, interesting to see what tactics, because I thought he had every chance. I thought he could go on and win it here, but obviously he didn't. And I thought Fresh Power came from behind. Fresh Power is a winner here in Hong Kong before as well, off a similar rating. He's got barrier 1, so I can't see why Fresh Power can't win this race.
Yeah, I really like him here. Keep an eye on that horse that ran 5th in that race, Majestic Conqueror. He went round at 14 to 1 first up. He had to check off heels there, but I thought he hit the line quite okay.
Yep.
He's only beaten a length and 3/4 in the end, so maybe one to consider. Here's Lucky World, the 4-year-old by not a single doubt. We saw his track work. He looks a nice enough mover. This is a trial from him at the Valley.
Zach rode him in this trial at Happy Valley. He raced up on the pace. They paid $210,000 for him at the NZB Ready to Run sale. I thought he was held together here in this recent trial. If he hadn't have drawn barrier 14, I would have considered putting in the tips because he's just been snatched up there towards the line, coasted to the line, top 4, got away in the end, but I didn't think it was a bad trial. Just 14
on the spot question for you, Paul. Was it a good buy? 210,000 at a Ready to Run?
Nostradamus, I'll let you know in a couple of years.
Yeah, it came from New Zealand too. I was expecting that answer. What you can say out of that trial is that the little grey horse came out, Ezra and bolted up.
Yeah.
So it does read well in that respect. Tips?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go with Fresh Power. He ran second last start, and I think he can go better and win this contest. Majestic Conqueror, that you highlighted, I thought hit the line really nicely, actually, and he'll learn a lot from his debut run here. Colorado High, I can think he'll run another nice placing. And Iron Boy has been working really well before his last start at Happy Valley, so we'll give him his chance here at Sha Tin. He has won 3 times at Sha Tin. 4-7-9-5.
Same numbers for me, just added in the 2 for a fourth, but 4 on top, Fresh Power for Me Choi and Zach Burton. Gate 1, only just missed last time out. Win came off a similar mark, going back to pretty much this time last year, but it was over 1,400 metres. So 4 to beat 7, Majestic Conqueror, 9, Colorado High. I'll give Bingo another chance. He'll try and lead here from gate 13. If he can get away with the cheap section, he might be there at the end. So 4, 7, 9 and 2.
Yeah, I thought 9 or 4, 4 or 9 probably would be the winner. That's race number 4. A couple you can work around there for the TT bankers maybe anyway. All right, another short break. When we come back, races 5 and 6, and then after that we'll have our feature to preview.